Just look at this tiny cottage scene. When I started this project, I wanted it to tell a little story. I imagined a small bird finding an old post office drawer and turning it into a nest and a home. So today, we're turning that crate into a sweet little countryside scene. I got this little wooden house from St. Vincent, and I thought that wording was just painted on. But then once I got it all sanded off, I realized that it's more paper, kind of like those signs from the Dollar Tree. So I just wet it down, and then I was able to scrape it off. And if you can hear that noise in the background, it is the snow plow because we have a horrible blizzard here the last 2 days. So I'm sorry about that. Then I took my heating tool to take that back off because it was really stuck on there good. And what's weird is the roof of this little house was actually painted on. So that just came off when I sanded it. Then I took tutorial beige and I did all of the wood in that color, the whole entire piece. I did add water to the paint as well. And I wiped it off. And then I took oatmeal chalk paint and I just dry brushed it. I apologize for that. This camera actually died on me, so I got a new one. So future videos actually give a much bigger space. Then I had this cool little sticker that I got from Temu. It's like a little postcard. And I just stuck it on there. I glued 2 blocks in the bottom of that crate because I wanted the house to stick up higher. And that was actually perfect height for it. So I just put it on there and clamped it and let it dry. Then I got to thinking, I want to cover this box, this crate. So it's like a drop cloth, only it was like a bag. So I've been using it and cutting it up. And I took and hot glued that drop cloth all around the crate, except for the bottom, obviously, but I did the inside. I have such a hard time keeping that glue off my fingers. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I just cut it and trimmed it real close. Then I took some of those half beads and I kind of wanted them to look bronzy because at this point I knew I was going to try to turn that crate into a drawer. So I took some gold paint, like gold metallic paint, and I painted them. I ended up dry brushing some burnt umber on the top of it later because it was just too new looking, sort of, if that makes sense. Then I took some wood pieces and glued them on the bottom to lift up the piece. So once I had that done, I took pine cones and I took them apart. I just ripped them off. And I was going to use this for my roof. and it actually turned out really cute. And there you can see most of it. So I just cut the long pieces off and I just glued them to the roof there side by side, and it looks like old cottage roof tiles or whatever they're called. I thought it looked so cute. Just turned out I'm just so happy with the way it turned out, actually. After I got done, I did take some Spanish moss and I glued it to the top later to decide that I didn't like it. So I ended up taking it off and just replacing like the top two little pine cone pieces. It was funny when I went to my Christmas stash. I don't know, I didn't feel excited about it yet. Probably because we're not over the snow yet. So then I took some floral foam to fill the bottom there. And put my bird nest in there. Kind of just gonna start looking at where I want everything to go here. So I got this moss from Temu, and I like how way it looks, but it feels so weird. It's not really moss, it's like yarn, some type of yarn. But I like the way it looks. But my hands are so dry, it was like sticking to my hands. It's kind of gross feeling. So I just lightly put it in there, kind of draped it over the side. And then I did take some Spanish moss and put it in a couple different places. There's where I put it on the top. Just wanted to tuck it in. And I placed my bird nest right on top of that moss. Put some little eggs in there. I actually think I went with 3 in the end. But I put some more Spanish moss in there just to kind of blend it all together, you know. The birds came from Amazon. Then I had these little hardware pieces. I believe they all came from Temu. And I just drilled it in. And I also put some glue because you all know how thin those little crates are. So I didn't want the hardware to end up, you know, falling back out. So I did put some glue in the holes as well. You can see I added some burnt umber there to make it look not as new. And so far I'm like getting so excited because it's turning out so cute. Do you ever have that where they just like turn out? Then I thought, okay, well, I should put a skeleton key up there somewhere, excuse me. But I really couldn't figure out a place where I wanted it, and it didn't really match with my whole idea. So after I fixed the top again, I went and found another sticker from Temu, and it is like a postage stamp. And I thought, how perfect is that? Well, here I'm just adding some twigs into the birdhouse. The perfectly imperfect nest that they have, you know, it's just talented little things. And that bird actually has like one of those clips on the bottom, so it worked really well to be able to just shove it into that floral foam. Then I took some lamb's ear and just put it on the outside or on the left side there. You'll see I took and raised that sticker too because it was too far down once I had the nest in there. So I ended up peeling it off and just lifting it. And this is where I get out that second sticker. Now the first sticker, I didn't even need to put any glue on the back, but because this sticker was going to be on fabric, I did put some glue on the back just to make sure it stayed. And there you have it. If you enjoy farmhouse style crafts and creative transformations like this, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next project. And if you love decorating with handmade pieces that feel warm and inviting, this one was created for gathered and handmade. Thanks so much for crafting with me today. I'll see you in the next one.